We're having a little blizzard today. Everyone's eating their lunch. They had mash for breakfast, and they'll get another little mash for dinner. There's Hawkeye. He's wondering what I'm doing. He thinks I'm gonna bring him cookies. It's not very cold. It's not terrible hours. We're really glad it's snowing actually to get us a little moisture. Pretty soon we'll go to the barn and do some barn chores. So, ready, set, go.
It's beautiful after all this cold weather we've been having. Or windy weather. It's cool.
Here we are. It's with Rambo. It's 8 o'clock and he has a stomach ache. So Emma's coming out. We're going for little walks. She's going to give him some Banamine, because he probably won't take it from me. He's used to Emma. And we're going to give him some sweet tea. It's really dark out here. We're walking Rambo. And he has some sweet tea. And he has a little belly ache. But he's taken some sips of water. There we go. And film it. bit of sounds, but I think ocean sounds. I think she's gonna make some sounds there. But I got him to drink a little bit. The farmer is burning the ditches. So officially, spring isn't here yet until the 21st, but I want one of those. Hopefully I can get one soon. Tried to wave, but I don't think they were paying attention. Here's our ditch. Been dry for a while, now it has water. Here's construction site. You go there, you'll see burned ditches. It was pretty big at one point, but we came out here and kind of were watching. And you have it under control. It was windy earlier. It was windy yesterday. It's going to be windy tomorrow. It's going to be windy on Sunday. Go. There's Mystic. I let him roam around in the outdoor every day, get him used to the outdoor. He used to come in the outdoor and all the smells and like sounds, and he would like bolt and do some kind of stuff, so getting him used to that. The plan is to put a pin out here, a round pin. We're going to move more of this, and then anyways, we're going to move that pile and put a round pin here, and it's going to be a turnout pin too, because I want more horses around. Mystic is kind of alone by himself in the front of the barn right now, but I like him to have a buddy of some kind. So I like to rotate horses and pins. So instead of just him being in his pin over there, we're gonna have a pin next to him, and then PJ, him, the pony, and maybe Panda, maybe Hawkeye. I can kind of try and rotate some horses so they're not just used to being in a certain place. Helps with herd bound issues, aka separation anxiety, and just get them used to different settings so they don't get too riled up when we take them out of their pen, like Mr. Miles over there. So that's the plan. Spring and summer is coming. The grass is sprouting. Shoots are coming up. We'll probably maybe get a little bit of, spring snow and stuff, but we see the green coming. Very exciting. Okay, here we go. As you can see, very windy today. We were supposed to have the farrier come out, and I was hoping to be able to film some of her handiwork, but it's just too windy. Horses can tend to not want to cooperate in the wind. I don't know if I could have got back in the pit in the eating their extra hay in their sheds. The gusts are probably between 50 and 60 miles an hour. On the other side of I-25, they're 70 miles an hour today. Very windy. Dusty. My goodness. Okay. Let's walk up here for a moment. Come on. Come run around in here for a minute. So as you have seen, Rambo got colic. And since he's been here, he's had 3 mild bouts of colic. And we brought him in here, and Emma is his owner. She walked him around, and then we watched him to see how he would do. She gave him Banamine, and then we have a gas relief liquid that tends to help. Basically, he had a very bad stomach ache, and I made him a big bucket of senior grain and water, which is called sweet tea, and got him to drink. And we walked and we drank. We slowed down the walking, and then we come bring them over to the bucket to have a drink. And that's all you can do is just walk them and get them to drink. And the Banamine will calm down their cramping in their belly. And I was listening with the stethoscope, and when you hear kind of an ocean sound, they might have sand in their belly. So we started him on Sand Clear. Hello, today we're back in the green room. I've shown you some crazy clips. Rambo got colic, so I will show you that. And I'll tell you a little bit about him and how we got him through. Rambo was in the indoor arena and we were walking him. Now, colic is a very big part of horse owning. They just have a huge gut system, and there's a lot going on in there. They have to have lots of water. They eat all this dry hay, so you always have to make sure they have plenty of clean, accessible water. My horses, as soon as it gets down to like 4 inches in the bottom of the trough, it's completely drug out, scrubbed out, new water. Now hay tends to blow into the waters because I keep them in the shed, but I like them in the shed because it keeps the ice from getting too thick. It's just easier to break in the winter. The sun is not on it, and algae is kept to a minimum. So what we did with their water is we're going to try and move it to the other wall. And then we're going to cover there's 2 windows in the back, and we're going to cover those because one of the windows we put a hose through that's easy to give them water. So we're working on that situation. We're just going to try and figure out, but I think it's because of the sand. We are in a very sandy soil here, and it's just better if everyone gets Sand Clear, if not 1 week a month, every 2 to 3 months. And that's what I've been doing since I got here. We're going to give all the horses Sand Clear regularly. I've been giving them sweet teas, which is just less grain, more water. I've been giving Rambo and Alexa, who is the mare that he's with, and his paddock, sweet teas twice a day, giving him lots of water with the Sand Clear. Sand Clear, I mixed a little bit in here so it's easy for us to carry around. That is not Sand Clear, that is probiotic. Here it is. It's a pelleted form, 5-ounce scoop. They get 1 scoop per day for 7 days, and it's pellets. And when you wet these down, it kind of looks like boba. It's like little black gooey beads. Basically they're kind of heavy, and they sink to their bottom of their stomach where the sand and grit and dirt will be, and then they can get washed out of the stomach. And that is one reason why horses get colic. It's called sand colic. They can get stress colic, they can get tied up, which the colon will twist. And if they get a twist, I mean that they have to go in and have surgery, and it's a big deal. So we don't want any of that. So what we do is to do as much maintenance on our horses as possible to keep that to a minimum. Generally, horses are fine. Some horses are more prone to colic than others. Nervous horses, anxious horses, horses that get stressed out easy. You have to make sure that you just watch your horses. If they show any signs of pacing, laying down too much, too long, and want to lay down again and again and again, and any kind of excessive rolling. Now, getting down, taking an hour nap is fine. They can even lay all the way down. Horses lay all the way down because it's called REM sleep, and that's where they get their REM sleep, is only when they can lay down fully. So if your horse is laying down fully, if I see my horses doing it, I kind of make a time, I watch. If they're down for more than an hour, I keep watch and see how they're acting. Generally after an hour, they need to get up, they need to shake it off, and they need to breathe. They're such big animals that it's hard for them to lay down for more than an hour at a time. Other than that, Panda, she has had stress colic. She's had probably like a nervous colic or well, it's stress, but she was really nervous, and heat. So really, really hot, really, really cold can cause colic in horses. So you just you have to watch them. I mean, I would consider horses to be exotic animals. They need a lot of attention, and some horses can be put out to pasture, you don't have to worry about them, and then other horses, not so much. So, having had Panda at stables for the last 13 years, I saw a lot what can happen, and I saw all the maintenance that you can do, and I just don't want to take any chances. Out here, we're very rural. It's kind of hard to get a vet out here. So as much as possible, I want to make it so that our horses are happy and healthy, and we don't have to worry about all that. And there will come a time, Panda's 23, you just never know with older horses. Miles is almost 19 or is 19. Hawk is probably 18, around 19 years old. And now we're on a horse ranch with a lot of animals. So this is what we have to do to take care of everything and make sure everyone is good. So we're going to make Alexa and Ranger and Rambo. Here's Miles, Panda, and then I have the pony, Mystic, Hawkeye, getting all theirs done. This is PJ, who will be next. He gets his mashes every day, and he gets Sanker as well. Whoever comes to my place we're all gonna have to be on board with Sanker. That's just the way it has to be.